This is Jarrod Horak for the RunawayHorse.com. Welcome to my second video this week. I just took a look at the Grade 1 Alcibiades from Keeneland for Friday, October 7th. This video, I'm going to do the Grade 1 Breeders Futurity from Keeneland for Saturday, October 8th. It's a Breeders Cup win and you're in. For the Breeders Cup Juvenile, it's also a Kentucky Derby 2023 points race. Top 5 finishers earn Kentucky Derby points. Now, if you're interested in my 2-day Breeders' Cup full card, that annual product I do each year, it's Breeders' Cups at Keeneland this year, November 4th and 5th. You'll be able to find those full cards at therunawayhorse.com on my sales page, Breeders' Cup Week. And then also, I'm doing right now full cards from Santa Anita Park for their autumn meet. You can purchase individual full cards, weekly and weekend packages, and the entire meet. Therunawayhorse.com on my sales page. If you're interested in bonus free selections, you can head on over to horseраcingnation.com. In the handicapping section on the front page, you will find my daily best bets blog. I've been doing that blog for many years. And also in the description in this video, I'll provide a link to those free selections from Horse Racing Nation, and then for my full cards as well. So now let's get into the analysis of this video. It's going to be the 9th race at Keeneland for Saturday, October 8th, 2022. The Grade 1 $600,000 Breeders' Futurity for 2-year-olds, a mile and a 16th on the main track. Scheduled post time, 5:14 p.m. Eastern Time. Frosted Departure is number 1. This one is a son of Frosted. He's 2 for 4 lifetime. He ran off the screen last time out at Churchill Downs, controlling the pace at 7 furlongs. His other win, he was up on the pace at Ellis Park at 7 furlongs. When he was able to win nicely by a bit less than 4 lengths. So from that inside post with Brian Hernandez Jr. aboard, this Ken McPeek trainee will probably impact the pace. Number 2, Loggins really looked good in the debut. This one is a Ghost Zapper. Colt Blame is the dam sire. They paid $460,000 for this one. Excellent debut. 11-horse field from post 4. Stalked the pace. Ranged up, won by more than 8 lengths. Very easy win. That was at 6.5 furlongs at Churchill on September 17th. So for Brad Cox, Florent Giroux, his regular rider, will be aboard. He was aboard in the debut, and Giroux shows a profit when he rides in route races. So look for this one to probably save ground stalking the pace. Number 3, Honed for trainer Kenny McPeek. This one ran well both times out. Ellis Park, originally scheduled for the turf on a good main track first time out. That was in July. In a 4-horse field, sat back in third, was pretty far back, a good 8 lengths back, and was able to reel in the leaders and win by a head. So that was a good effort there. The show finisher was the next out winner, and then Honed came back in the Grade 3 Iroquois and rallied to finish second. He was 54 to 1 that day. Probably won't be 54 to 1, but he'll be a decent price in here, and he'll try to get involved late. Number 4, Confidence Game. This one for trainer Keith DeZarmo. Candy Ride is the sire. Bernardini, the dam sire. First 2 starts, he was 3rd by 13 in the debut, and then wired the field second time out. Those 2 6-furlong races were at Churchill Downs, and he was the favorite in his maiden win. And then in the Iroquois Stakes, they stretched him out. He finished 5th, beaten 10 lengths. He was racing wide from post 8 in a 9-horse field. So he's going to have to run better in here. But he's got that pedigree that says he should be able to handle 2 turns, and maybe he can go a bit better this time. He did make a bit of a middle move last time before flattening out. Number 5 in here is Instant Coffee, another trainee for Brad Cox. Bolt Doro is the sire, and Uncle Mo is the dam sire here. They paid $200,000 for this one. 2021 September sales at Keeneland. The career debut from post 1 at 7 furlongs. I thought this was a good effort. They did some good things. First, it's not easy to win from the inside post in the career debut for 2-year-olds. It's a bit of an intimidating post position. And then 7 furlongs. On top of that, it's not easy to win those extended sprints, usually coming out of chutes. Good effort, rallied from 6th to win by 3/4 of a length. It was almost 15 to 1 that day. So this one, I think he can improve. Luis Saez wins races with this barn, and he'll try to get involved from off the pace. Bourbon Bash should be a pace factor under Rafael Bejarano. Wayne Lucas is the trainer. City of Light is the sire for this one, and then Violence, the dam sire. They paid $280,000 for this one. 2021 Keeneland September sales. Career debut, showed good speed at Saratoga, was second best behind a runaway winner. Second time out, he was able to get out there and just keep on going and won by 8 lengths. And then last time in the Grade 1 Hopeful, that was in the slop, he was 5th, beaten 24 lengths. So I think stretching out in distance here will probably impact the pace. Number 7, Forte, won the hopeful last time out, and he looked good as my top choice at 6-1 winning that day. His career debut, he won by almost 8 lengths. The one race that he didn't fire was in the Sanford, and in that race he was just a flat 4th in a 12-horse field racing wide. He earned a good speed figure in that hopeful. Maybe the slop moved him up, not sure. And then Blazing Sevens was 3rd there, and he came back and won the Champagne. So Forte is one that he has a lot of ability for Todd Pletcher. They paid $110,000 for him, and we're going to see if he can duplicate that last one on a fast track this time. Newgate, number 8, Johnny V is going to ride for trainer Bob Baffert, and in his career debut, he was up on the pace and he won by more than 3 lengths. Second time out, the Del Mar Futurity, he was beaten 10 lengths. So John Velasquez did ride in the first 2. He's going to ride back. They paid $850,000 for this one. He's better than he showed last time, probably, and he should be a pace factor in here, but he's really going to have to bounce back and run a much better race. Number 9, Funtastic again, Joel Rosario for Wesley Ward. 7th, beaten 14 lengths in the turf sprint debut. A race originally scheduled for the turf, moved to the main track at 1 mile at Saratoga last time. He ran off the screen, just controlling the pace there. So now he's going to face much better. And I'm always suspicious of these horses that broke their maiden on a race originally scheduled for the turf, and then they come up into Grade 1 company or tougher company. We'll see how he can do here. Lost Ark looked good in his debut, winning by more than 5 for Todd Pletcher. That was at 5.5 furlongs at Belmont. And then the Sapling Stakes, a 2-turn, 1 mile race. He stalked and he won that one by more than 7 lengths. So for his first 2 starts, he's just really looked good. $275,000, Son of Violence, AP Indy is the dam sire. Flavian Prat, who was aboard in the debut, will ride here, and he's definitely a contender in here. Number 11, Red Route 1, 5th in the debut in a turf route at Saratoga. Kentucky Downs, 2nd time out on turf, stalked from 4th, won pretty easily. Now moving over to the main track. This one's a son of Gunrunner, Tappett's the dam sire. Steve Asmussen trains. Ricardo Santana Jr. is going to ride. He wins races with this barn. Nice dirt pedigree, and we're going to have to find out where he stacks up with some of these promising 2-year-olds in here. Good Heart is number 12 for Brendan Walsh. This one's a Good Samaritan, 2nd-time starter. He won his debut at Kentucky Downs. Up on the pace by almost 4 lengths. So now switching surfaces, facing much better company. 2 Phils is number 13 in here. Back-to-back wins at Colonial Downs in a maiden race, and then at Canterbury in a stakes race last time out, and he won by almost 10 lengths last time. So that was a good effort. He was up on the pace in those last 2 good efforts, and he'll probably, from that outside post, have no choice but to try to get involved at least somewhat early. They're going to have to send him out, or he's going to get hung out really wide. Number 14, Powerful, Steve Asmussen, Jose Ortiz. The debut was good. He was beaten ahead. 2nd time out, a nice win by a half length. Truly tried hard. He went from 6 furlongs to 7 furlongs. He was the favorite in both starts. The runner-up and show finisher from his last race were both next out winners. They paid $525,000 for this son of Nyquist. Pulpit's the dam sire. Good pedigree, good connections. A lot of potential here. He's just got a super tough post. I do like that 2 sprints to a route angle. Just wish he drew better. 2 also eligibles. Number 15, Carmel Road for Bob Baffert, was 3rd in his debut at Del Mar. And then when they stretched him out to 1 mile, from 5 furlongs to 1 mile, he won by almost 8 lengths, breaking his maiden last time out. If he gets in, very tough post, he could impact the pace. They paid $650,000 for him. Tong, number 16, for trainer Doug O'Neill, won his career debut at Los Alamitos, but then in the Grade 3 Best Pal, Grade 3 Iroquois, he was 5th by 11, 8th by 19. So he's up against it. His last 2 starts weren't strong, and then also impossible post position. So some of the contenders in here that I think could run well. Lost Ark for sure for trainer Todd Pletcher. Very good in his first 2 starts. If he can work out a trip from that outer post, he could be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if Forte ran another good race. I liked him last time. Let's see if he can offer some value again. He was the favorite in his first 2 starts, and then last time he offered that value. I liked him there, but now we'll see how much they bet him after that nice win in the Hopeful on a wet track. Instant Coffee, he's got a lot of potential. I don't know if he's quite ready yet, but I thought that debut win was nice from that inside post at 7 furlongs, and now he should continue to progress, but maybe this quite isn't the day for him. but we'll find out. He should offer some value. I'm going to go with the 2 Loggins on top. Very impressive debut at Churchill Downs at 6.5 furlongs as the favorite. So he didn't disappoint at all. They paid a good amount for this one, $460,000. Very nice route pedigree, good post position, good jockey trainer team. Brad Cox, first route, very good stats. Maiden winners, trying winners for the first time, good stats there too. So I think Loggins has a chance to run a very good race from an advantageous post position. Loggins, my top choice in the Grade 1 Breeders Futurity from Keeneland. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you like this content. And that will wrap up this video. I'm going to be back and I'll be doing a couple of Breeders' Cup Win in Your Ins from Santa Anita Park for my next 2 videos this week. Until then, good luck at the races.